Hey, I'm Pascal from Orangepixel, and I'm back at the office. Check the last couple of videos. I haven't worked from my office in 3 weeks. More importantly, I have not looked at Regulator City, the game I've been working on for almost a year. Haven't looked at it in the last 3 weeks. Haven't thought about it, have been doing other things. So today I'm gonna boot up the game, first time in 3 weeks. Fresh eyes, fresh look. Well, fresh, it's early in the morning, but fresh eyes. Let's just play the game a little bit and check out what the current state is. I honestly have no idea where I left it off and what I was working on when I stopped working on it for 3 weeks. We're just gonna boot it up, play a little, and I'm just gonna share you my ideas and things, and we'll talk about the rest of the game and where it's heading and what's left that needs to be done before we can complete it. After the intro. Okay, so a few minutes later already. You watched the intro, but it took me a few more minutes. I tried to already boot it up just to make sure this video is going to be fun. It didn't boot. Something with version numbers. I haven't changed anything. But that's development tools for you, I guess. We're gonna boot it up now and I'm gonna record the screen. So here we go, and let's just dive into the game. So a couple of things have changed since the last time I showed the game on this channel, that's for sure. I just have no idea what all these changes are. I have to check my list. I know this title screen is new, but yeah, a lot more stuff is new. We'll just figure it out together, I guess. So this is something that still needs to be done. Some of these guys don't have special powers yet, and the special powers that are in the game, they need tweaking and improvement. So let's just go with yeah, let's just go with Optica, laser eyes, pretty cool. Let's go. All right. I think I was working on this screen, and it's not perfect yet. Apparently I stick to the idea that you first have to go into Regulator City HQ. There's nothing else to select, so let's dive in there. There's not a lot you can do here just yet. There shouldn't be enemies. That's already something that I need to fix and work on. Yeah, just go back to the map for now. The idea is that you will be able to get some training from this building and maybe upgrade items. I haven't really figured it out fully yet. So right now we have a headquarters that really doesn't do a lot, but it's there. Once you complete that one, the map will start opening up. First mission is here. I think there should have been extra missions around this one. Not sure. Let's just go into the rescue mission. So one of the changes I made that haven't shown on the channel is ammo, grabbing ammo. It's now, there's a lot more ammo. The thing that people told me about the demo version, running out of ammo, all that stuff, most people didn't like it. I don't like it in games either. So there's now a lot of ammo, but you'll have to pick it up yourself. It's all bullets. It's everywhere. I kind of arcadified the game a little bit more. Also, your soldiers are moving a little bit faster, all that stuff. And I added energy bars to the enemies so that you can actually see you're hitting them and they're almost dead. And that's the street level. Let's dive into the building. We need to save somebody, so let's figure out where we need to save that person. I also limited the amount of this command menu. There is less commands there. The breaching or opening a door silently, that's all being handled manually now. I don't think the player needs to make that decision. It doesn't add any fun to it. A locked door like this or a blocked door, that's going to be breached automatically, so breach it. And if the door is not locked, I think most of the time you will just be opening it up silently, unless you're entering a room from two sides, so you have two teams split up and you're going to be able to enter from two sides. Then it will be a forceful breach, and by removing that option from the menu you just have a smoother gameplay. You don't have to think about that. A lot of people wanted, that's also again based on the demo feedback, people thought this was going to be more like a tactical thing. We're going to decide what to do first and then we're going to do it. But the whole point of this game is having that tactical aspect but built into an action arcade game. That's been my my mindset from the start. That's what I wanted to try with this game, so it's not going to be that other game you expect it to be, and I'm trying to make sure players will understand that. So that's probably going to be the biggest help in getting good reviews. Make sure your player understands the type of game he's buying and getting into. So tactics are still there, but they're less obvious. They're more part of the gameplay, I hope. And let's find that hostage and get out of this map. There are still ammo crates here and there. I don't think they have a lot of usage anymore. Also the keycard, items and icons, I've made them bigger, more visual, more visible. I think that's gonna improve the gameplay and finding those items. They will be hidden every now and then, but most of the time they will be placed just in a room and the player will be able to see it. I think that's visually much easier on the player, but also if people are watching you play, so for streamers on Twitch or YouTube, it's going to be more clear to everybody what's happening and where you're going for and what you're picking up and all that stuff. So yeah, a lot of little decisions have been made over the last weeks of working on the game that I haven't shown yet. Keycard, so we need to go into this door and we need to take out those guys. We now have an actual end goal. I'm not sure that was ever shown on the videos. I think this guy is walking the wrong direction. Not sure where he's going to, but the hostage needs some tweaking. He's walking all over the place and not walking towards the exit. I thought I programmed him to always go straight for the exit. Might have just written that down as an idea and not actually implemented it yet. But yeah, here he is, here he's coming. Go to the exit, go stand there, I'll be there, and we'll exit the level. Mission completed. The idea, of course, is that the hostage can be shot at by enemies. You'll have to keep him alive while he's making his way to the exit. That should be fun. That makes it more interesting, just not to save the guy, but actually make sure he makes it to the exit. So level opens up more. There should be little sub-missions opening up, and they are not opening up. That's probably what I was working on before I took my break. So right now we just have these main missions. Not a problem. Just wanted to see more buildings. Let's just do another mission and play through it a little bit. Ouch. Tip 1 for Regulator City, you don't have to do everything yourself. You have teammates. Sometimes it's better to let them do the work so that you don't get killed. If your main character dies, I think we're gonna be back at HQ and then you'll be able to revive him, but only if you have a certain amount of alien DNA or something like that. If you don't have that, it's game over. I think that's what I'm going for. So right now that's not implemented. We can just try again on the same mission. So let's try it because I need to complete this mission. At least one more mission for the video. So the way your teammates play is defined based on the main character you pick. The settings for this one are that they are more following you than pushing forward. So I should have picked another character or changed these settings. You can change them manually at the character select screen. But yeah, I should have done that. I like my teammates to just move ahead of me and towards danger and not stay around and cover my ass. It really depends on how you want to play the game and how it fits your playstyle or not. So that's something players will have to experiment with. I'll just stay around, just lay back a little bit so that my teammates will do most of the dirty work, because I want to complete the mission. We need a key card. We have a key card. Bring the key card. Come on. The game is still a little bit buggy, but it's still in development, so that's okay. I'll be watching back this whole gameplay session and write down all the stuff we just encountered, and I'll be fixing those this coming week, hopefully. I'm actually not sure what the mission was. Mission is take down. We need to take down a couple of guys. Alright. Then we just need to hunt them down. They're not here. And they are there. The green arrows indicate the guys that are our target. We got them all. 4 out of 4 kills, so let's exit the level. Another mission completed. Alright, yeah, that's Regulator City. That's where I left it off. So the game is in a somewhat playable state, but there's still a lot of things that need to be done. First of all, these level missions, I need to create a lot more of these levels. That's just gonna take some time and figuring out what interesting levels are. The weapon system, right now you just have one type of weapon, one type of bullet. I want to do more interesting arcadey things, bullets that bounce on walls and bullets that maybe fly to a certain spot and then explode into tinier bullets, things like that. Items, I always like to add items to my games, like roguelike inventory type things or upgrades, and right now there's pretty much nothing. There's DNA, which builds up your power bar and then you can use that. That's pretty cool, but it would be cooler if we have more items or something to pick up, or I just haven't figured out what that could be or what type of things you could need, or I really need to sit down and write down ideas for that. I'm gonna fix a couple of bugs I noticed and try to fix those. But since it's my first day diving back into the game, I'm probably gonna try to just create something, because that get my creative juices flowing. And it's a lot easier than hunting down bugs in game code. So just gonna tinker with stuff, probably just the weapon system. It would be cool to have new weapons in the game and build out on that a little bit. So I think that's gonna be the fun task for this week. Find some cool guns and weapons and start implementing those into the game. So yeah, a little bit of a different video again, like last couple of weeks have all been different. I'm recording this on my Tuesday as I start my week. I figured it was an interesting little look just to dive into the game with fresh eyes. There's a lot there in the game that I actually still like. The map view, even though it's a little bit buggy, yeah, it needs a... Oh, do we now have... Now the extra missions have shown up. So, yeah, it's still a little bit buggy, but I like the new map screen. I still like the team play, but I think I might make the settings for your team characters more aggressive for all the characters. Like I just mentioned, the character I picked has your team staying behind a little bit, and the game is a lot more fun and opens up more if your team is more aggressive and more focused on attacking enemies and going towards goals, because that way you can lay back yourself, because that way you can hang back yourself a little bit and let them do a lot of the dirty work. That opens up that whole team thing that I wanted to create in this game. So I might tweak those settings just to be the same for every character, and the player can still change them or modify them if they like to. So there's a couple of things I really like about the game, and I'm still gonna build on top of that. Just a bunch of things I need to figure out, and then I just need to wrap up the game. It's been a long development cycle. I've been doing other stuff here and there, a lot of other stuff, but overall it feels like this game has taken up more than 12 months, I think, already. Well, if you take out some of the work on Residual and some of the other stuff and porting and the couple of weeks I just didn't work on it, probably less, but it feels longer, and that's not a good thing, because then you'll get into that vibe of working on a game that you're kind of getting done with. So I need to wrap up this game and make sure that we actually release it. So thanks for watching the video, but I need to get back to work. I need to finish this up. But if you have ideas or comments or anything, drop them below in the comments, or even better, hop on the Discord and come chat about the game. And I will see you next week's video, I'm pretty sure. Thanks for watching. Bye.